Nothing to be done.
I'm beginning to come around to that opinion. All my life I've tried to deny it, saying, Vladimir, be reasonable. You haven't yet tried everything. And I resumed the struggle. So, there you are again.
Am I?
I'm glad to see you back. I thought you were gone forever.
Me too.
Together again at last. We'll have to celebrate this, but how? Get up! Get up till I embrace you!
Not now!
May one inquire where His Highness spent the night last night?
In a ditch.
A ditch? Where?
Over there.
And they didn't beat you?
Beat me? Certainly they beat me.
The same lot as usual.
The same? I don't know.
When I think of it, all these years, but for me, where would you be? You would be nothing more than a little heap of bones at the present minute, no doubt about it.
And what about it?
It's too much for one man. On the other hand, what's the good of losing heart now? That's what I say. We should have thought of it a million years ago in the 90s.
Ah, stop blathering and help me off with this bloody thing.
Hand in hand from the top of the Eiffel Tower, among the first. We were respectable in those days. Now, it's too late. They wouldn't even let us up. What are you doing?
Taking off my boot. Didn't that ever happen to you?
Boots must be taken off every day. I'm tired of telling you that. Why don't you listen to me?
Help me.
It hurts?
Hurts. He wants to know if it hurts.
No one ever suffers but you. I don't count. I'd like to hear what you'd say if you had what I have.
It hurts?
Heights. He wants to know if it heights. Oi!
You might zip up all the same.
True. Never neglect the little things of life.
What do you expect? You always wait till the last moment.
The last moment. Hope deferred maketh the something sick. Who said that?
Why don't you help me?
Sometimes I feel it coming all the same. Then I go all queer. How shall I say? Relieved and at the same time appalled. Appalled. Funny. Nothing to be done. Well?
Nothing.
Show.
There's nothing to show.
Well, try and put it on again.
I'll air it for a bit.
There's man all over for you, blaming on his boots the faults of his feet. This is getting alarming. One of the thieves was saved. It's a reasonable percentage. Gogo.
What?
Suppose we repented.
Repented what?
Oh, we wouldn't have to go into the details.
Are being born?
Oh, one daren't even laugh anymore.
Dreadful privation.
Merely smile. It's not the same thing. Nothing to be done. Gogo.
What is it?
Did you ever read the Bible?
The Bible. I must have taken a look at it.
Do you remember the Gospels?
I remember the maps of the Holy Land. They were colored. They were pretty. The Dead Sea was pale blue. The very look of it used to make me thirsty. That's where we'll go, I used to say. That's where we'll go on our honeymoon. We'll swim, we'll be happy.
You should have been a poet.
I was. Isn't it obvious?
Where was I? How should
swelling visibly.
Ah, yes, the two thieves. Do you remember the story?
No.
Shall I tell it to you?
No.
We pass the time. Two thieves, crucified at the same time as our Savior. One is
what?
Our Savior. Two thieves. One is supposed to have been saved, and the other damned.
Saved from what?
Hell. And yet, how is it? This is not boring you, I hope. How is it that of the four evangelists there, only one speaks of a thief being saved? All four were there, or thereabouts, and only one speaks of a thief being saved. Come on, Gogo, return the ball. Can't you once in a way?
I find this really most extraordinarily interesting.
One out of four. Of the other three, two don't mention any thieves at all, and the third says that both of them abused him.
Who?
What?
What's this about abuse to?
The Savior.
Why?
Because he wouldn't save
From
them.
hell?
Imbecile, from death.
I thought you said hell.
From death, from death.
Well, then what about it?
Then the two of them must have been damned.
And why not?
But one of the four says that one of the two was saved.
Well, they don't agree, and that's all there is to it.
But all four were there, and only one speaks of a thief being saved. Why believe him rather than the others?
Who believes it?
Everybody! It's the only version they know!
People are bloody ignorant apes. Charming spot. Inspiring prospects. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
You sure it was here?
What?
That we were to wait.
He said by the tree. Do you see any others?
What is it?
I don't know. A willow?
Where are the leaves?
It must be dead.
No more weeping.
Or perhaps it's not the season.
Looks to me more like a bush.
A shrub.
A bush.
What are you insinuating? That we've come to the wrong place?
He should be here.
He didn't say for sure he'd come.
And if he doesn't come?
We'll come back tomorrow.
And the day after tomorrow?
Possibly.
And so on?
Point
until
is,
he comes?
You're merciless!
We came here yesterday.
No. There you're mistaken.
What did we do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday?
Yes.
Why? Duh! Nothing's certain when you're about.
In my opinion, we were here.
Do you recognize the place?
I didn't say that.
Well,
that makes no difference.
all the same, that tree, that fog.
You're sure it was this evening?
What?
That we were to wait.
He said Saturday. I think.
You think?
I must have made a note of it.
But what Saturday? And is it Saturday? Is it not rather Sunday? Or Monday? Or Friday?
It's not possible.
Or Thursday?
What do we do?
If you came here yesterday and we weren't here, you may be sure you won't come again today.
But you say we were here yesterday.
I might be mistaken. Let's stop talking for a moment, do you mind?
All right. Gogo. Gogo! Gogo!
I was asleep. Why won't you ever let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I had a dream.
Don't tell me!
I dreamt.
Don't tell me! La 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 la.
It's not nice of you, Didi. Who am I to tell my private nightmares to if I can't tell them to you?
Let them remain private. You know I can't bear that.
I sometimes think it would be better for us to part.
You wouldn't go far.
That would be too bad. Really too bad. Wouldn't it, Didi, be really too bad? When you think of the beauty of the way and the goodness of the wayfarers, wouldn't it, Didi?
Calm yourself.
Calm. Calm. The English say, come. You know the story about the Englishman in the brothel?
Yes.
Tell it to me.
Stop it!
An Englishman, having drunk a little more than usual, proceeds to a brothel. The pimp asks him if he wants a fair one, a dark one, or a redhead one. Go on. Stop it! Stop!
You wanted to speak to me? You had something to say to me? Didi?
I've nothing to say to you.
You're angry? Forgive me. Come on, Didi, take my hand. Embrace me. Don't be stubborn. You stink of garlic.
It's for the kidneys. Well, what do we do now?
Wait,
Yes, while waiting.
we can hang ourselves.
It would give us an erection.
An erection?
With all that follows, where it falls, mandrakes grow. That's why they shriek when you pull them up. Did you know that?
Let's hang ourselves immediately.
Now, I wouldn't trust
We
it.
could always try.
Go ahead.
After you.
No, you first.
No, you first.
No, I can't. You have to.
Why me?
You're lighter than I am.
Just so.
I don't understand.
Use your head, can't you?
I remain in the dark.
Here's how it goes. The bow. The bow. Use your intelligence, can't you?
You're my only hope.
Gogo light. Bow not break. Gogo dead. Didi heavy. Bow break. Didi alone. Whereas
I hadn't thought of that.
if it hangs you, it'll hang anything.
Am I heavier than you?
So you tell me. I don't know. There's an even chance, or nearly.
Well, what do we do now?
Let's not do anything that's safer.
You're right. Let's wait till we get
Ooh,
Godot.
good idea.
Let's wait till we know exactly what to stand.
On the other hand, it might be better to strike the iron before it freezes.
I'm curious to hear what he has to offer. Then we'll take it or leave it.
What exactly did we ask him for?
Weren't you there?
I wasn't listening.
Oh. Nothing very definite.
A kind of prayer.
Precisely.
A vague supplication.
Exactly.
And what did he reply?
That he'd see.
That he couldn't promise anything.
Then he'd have to think it over.
In the comfort of his home.
Consult his family.
His friends.
His agents.
His correspondence.
His books.
His bank
Before
account.
taking a decision.
It's the normal thing.
Isn't it?
I think it is.
I think so too.
And we?
I beg your pardon?
I said, and we?
I don't understand.
Where do we come in?
Come in?
Take your time.
Come in? On our hands and knees.
As bad as that?
Your worship wishes to assert his prerogatives.
We've no rights anymore?
You'd make me laugh if it wasn't prohibited.
We've lost our rights? I hear nothing.
Me either.
Gave me a fright.
I thought it was him. Who? Godot.
The wind in the reeds.
I could have sworn I heard shouts.
And why would he shout?
At his horse.
I'm hungry.
Would you like a carrot?
Is that all there is?
I might have some turnips.
I'll have a carrot. It's a
Oh,
turnip.
pardon. I could have sworn it was a carrot. Oh, that's turnips. You must have eaten the last of them. Wait. I have it. There, dear fellow. Make it last. That's the end of them.
I was asking you a question.
Ah,
And did you reply?
that's a carrot.
It's a carrot.
So much the better. So much the better. Well, what was it you wanted to know?
I've forgotten. That's what annoys me. I'll never forget this carrot. Yes, now I remember.
Well,
We're not tied.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
I'm asking if we're tied.
Tie?
Tie
But
Ed.
how do you mean tie?
Down.
But to whom? By whom?
To your man.
To Godot. Tied to Godot? What an idea. No question of it. For the moment.
His name is Godot?
I think so.
Fancy that. Funny. The more you eat, the worse it gets.
For me, it's just the opposite.
In other words,
I get used to the shit as I go along.
is that the opposite?
Question of temperament.
Of character.
Nothing you can do about it.
No use struggling.
One is what one is.
No use wriggling.
The essential doesn't change.
Nothing to be done. Like to finish it? Stay where you are.
Be careful, he's wicked. Strangeress.
Is that him?
Who?
Godot? Yes.
I present myself. I am Pozo. Pozo, does that name mean nothing to you? I said, does that name mean nothing to you?
Pozo.
Bozo.
Pozo.
Bozo.
Po-po-po-zo.
Ah, Pozo.
Is it
Let me
Pozo
see.
or Bozo?
Pozo. Pozo. No, I'm afraid No, I don't seem to.
I once knew a family called Rozo. The mother had the clap.
We're not from these parts.
You're human beings nonetheless, as far as one can see. Of the same species as myself. Ha! The same species as Pozo, made in God's image.
Well, you see,
Who is Godot?
Godot?
You took me for Godot?
oh, no, sir, not for instance.
Who is he?
Oh, he's a kind of acquaintance.
Nothing of the kind. We hardly know him.
True, we don't know him very well, but all the same.
Personally, I wouldn't even know him if I saw him.
You took me for him?
Well, that is to say, you understand the dusk, the strain, waiting. I confess, I imagine.
Waiting, so you were waiting for him.
Well, you see,
Here on my land,
we didn't intend to be harmed.
We meant well.
the road is free to all.
That's how we looked at it.
It's a disgrace, but there you are.
Nothing we can do about it.
Let's say no more about it. Up, Peg! Every time he drops, he falls asleep. Up, Hog! Back! Stop! Turn! Gentlemen, I am happy to have met you. Yes, yes, sincerely happy. Close up! Stop! Yes, the road seems long when one journeys all alone for... Yes. Yes, 6 hours, that's right, 6 hours on end and never a soul in sight. Go! Hold that. Coat. Touch of autumn in the air this evening. Wait. Yes, I cannot go for long without the society of my lives, even when the likeness is an imperfect one. Stoop! Close up! Further! Stop! That is why, with your permission, I propose to dally with you a moment before I venture any further. Basket! The fresh air stimulates the jaded appetite. Basket! Further! He stinks! Happy days!
What ails him?
He looks tired.
Why doesn't he put down his
How do
bags?
I know? Careful.
Say something to him.
Look. What? His neck.
I see nothing.
Here.
Oh, I say.
A running sore.
It's the collar.
It's the rubbing.
It's inevitable.
the box.
It's the chafing.
It's not bad looking.
Would you say so?
Trifle effeminate.
Look at the slobber.
It's inevitable.
The slobber.
Perhaps he's a halfwit.
A cretin.
Looks like a goiter.
It's not certain.
He's panting.
It's inevitable.
And his eyes.
What about them?
Goggling out of his head.
Looks at his last gasp to me.
It's not certain. Ask him a question.
Would that be a good thing?
What do we risk?
Mister.
Louder.
Mister!
Peace! Can't you see he wants to rest? Basket! What can you expect? It's not his job. Ah, that's better.
Please, sir.
What is it, my good man?
You finished with the, you don't need the, bones, sir?
You couldn't have waited.
No, he does well to ask, do I need the bones? No, personally I do not need them. But in theory the bones go to the carrier. He is therefore the one to ask. Go on, don't be afraid, ask him, he'll tell you.
Mister? Excuse me, mister?
You're being spoken to, pig, reply. Ask him again.
Excuse me, mister? The bones. You won't be wanting the bones?
Mister, reply, do you want them or don't you? They're yours. I don't like it, I've never known him to refuse a bone before. Nice business it'd be if he fell sick on me.
It's a scandal.
Are you alluding to anything in particular?
To treat a man like that, I think that... No, a human being. It's a scandal.
A disgrace.
You are severe. What age are you if it's not a rude question? 60? 70? What age would you say he was?
11.
I am impertinent. I must be getting on. Thank you for your society. Unless I smoke another cigarette before I go, what do you say? Oh, I'm only a small smoker, very small smoker, not in the habit of smoking 2 cigarettes, one on top of the other. It makes my heart go pit-a-pat. It's the nicotine. One absorbs it in spite of one's precautions. You know how it is. But perhaps you do not smoke. Yes? No? It's of no importance. How am I to sit down now without affectation, now that I have risen? Without appearing to, how shall I say, without appearing to falter? I beg your pardon. Perhaps you did not speak. No importance. Let me see.
Ah, that's better.
Let's go.
So soon? 1 moment. Stool. More. Done it again.
Let's go.
Hope I'm not driving you away. Wait a little longer, you'll never regret it.
We're in no hurry.
The second is never so sweet. As the first, I mean. But it's sweet just the same.
I'm going.
You no longer endure my presence. I'm not particularly human, but who cares? Think twice before you do anything rash. Suppose you go now while it is still day. For there is no denying it is still day. Good. What happens in that case? Oh, I'm out. In that case, what happens in that case to your appointment with this Godot, Anyhow, You see who I mean, who has your future in his hands. At least your immediate future.
Who told you?
He speaks to me again. If this goes on much longer, we'll soon be old friends.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
I too would be happy to meet him. The more people I meet, the happier I become. From the meanest creature one departs wiser, richer, more conscious of one's blessings. Even you, who knows, would have added to my store.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
That would surprise me.
Being asked a question.
A question? Who? What? A moment ago you were calling me sir in fear and trembling, and now you're asking me questions. No good will come of this.
I think he's listening.
What?
You can ask him now. He's on the alert.
Ask him what?
Why he doesn't put down his bags.
I wonder.
Ask him, can't you?
You want to know why he doesn't put down his bags, as you call them?
That's it.
You sure you agree with this?
He's puffing like a grumpus.
Gentlemen, the answer is this. But stay still, I beg of you. You're making me nervous.
Here.
What is it?
He's about to speak.
Good. Is everybody ready? Is everybody looking at me? Will you look at me, pig? Good. That's enough. Good. Is everybody ready? Is everybody listening? Oh! I do not like talking in a vacuum. Good. Let me see.
I'm going.
Was it exactly you wanted to know?
Why?
Don't interrupt me. If we all speak at once, we'll never get anywhere. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Bags! Why? Always hold, never put down. Why?
Why couldn't you say so before? Why doesn't he make himself comfortable? Let's try and get this clear. Does he not have the right to? Certainly he does. It follows that he does not want to. There's reasoning for you. And why doesn't he want to? Gentlemen, the reason is this.
Make a note of this.
He wants to impress me so that I'll keep the... What? Perhaps I haven't got it quite right. He wants to mollify me so that I'll give up the idea of parting with him. Perhaps that's not it either.
You want to get rid of
He
him?
wants to call me, but he won't.
You want to get rid
He
of him?
imagines that when I see how well he carries, I'll be tempted to keep him on in that capacity.
You've had enough of
In
him?
reality, he carries like a pig. It's not his job.
You want to get rid of
He
him?
imagines that when I see him indefatigable, I'll regret my decision. Such is his miserable scheme, as though I was short of slaves. Atlas, son of Jupiter. Well, that's that, I think. Anything else?
You want to get rid of him?
Remark that I might just as well have been in his shoes and he in mine, if chance had not willed otherwise. To each one his due.
You want to get rid of him?
I beg your pardon.
You want to get rid of him?
I do, but instead of driving him away as I might have done, instead of simply kicking him out on his house in the goodness of my heart, I'm bringing him to the fair where I hope to get a good price for him. The truth is, I can't drive such creatures away. The best thing would be to kill them.
He's crying.
Oh, dogs have more dignity. Comfort him since you pity him. Come on. Wipe away his tears. He'll feel less forsaken.
Here, give it to me. I'll do it.
Oh, make haste before he stops. Ow! Frankie! Oh, the swine! He's crippled me! I told you he didn't like strangers.
Shout! He's bleeding!
It's a good sign.
I'll never walk again.
I'll carry you, if necessary.
Stop crying. You have replaced him, as it were. Tears of the world are a constant quantity. For each one who begins to weep, somewhere else another stops. The same is true of the laugh. Let us not speak ill of our generation. It is not any unhappier than its predecessors. Let us not speak well of it either. Let us not speak of it at all. It is true, the population has increased.
Look.
Guess who taught me all these beautiful things? My lucky
Night never come.
But for him, all my thoughts, all my feelings would have been of common things, professional worries. Beauty, grace, truth of the first water, I knew they were all beyond me. That was nearly 60 years ago. You wouldn't think of it, would you? Compared to him, I look like a young man now.
No.
And now you turn him away? Such a faithful old servant? Why, after having sucked all the good out of him, you chuck him away! Like a banana skin, really!
I can't bear it any longer! The way he goes on, you have no idea! It's unbearable! He must go! I'm going mad! I can't bear any longer!
He can't bear it.
Any longer.
He's going mad.
It's terrible.
How dare you! It's abominable! Such a good master! Crucify him like that after so many years, really!
Used to be so kind, so helpful, so entertaining. My good angel. And now he's killing me!
Does he want to replace him?
What?
Does he want someone to take his place or not?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't know.
Ask him!
Gentlemen, I don't know what came over me. Forgive me, forget all I said. I don't remember exactly what it was, but you may be sure there wasn't a word of truth in it. Do I look like a man that can be made to suffer? Frankly. What have I done with those cigarettes?
Charming evening we're having.
Unforgettable.
And it's not over.
Apparently not.
It's only the beginning.
It's awful.
It's worse than pantomime.
The circus.
The music hall.
The circus.
What have I done with that filter?
What a joke! He's lost his smokes!
Oh, I'll be back.
Into the corner all alive!
Keep my seat.
I've lost my Virginia Slims.
He'll be the death of me.
You haven't seen by any chance? Oh, he's gone. Without even saying goodbye. How could he? He might have waited.
He would have burst!
Oh, well, of course, in that case.
Come here.
What for?
You'll see.
You want me to get up?
Look! Quick!
Oh, I say!
It's all over.
He's not pleased.
You missed a treat. Didi.
He subsides. Indeed, all subsides. A great calm descends. Listen. Pan sleeps.
Will night never come?
You don't feel like going until it does.
Well, you see,
It's very natural, very natural. I myself in your situation is I have an appointment with those. Good day. Anyhow, you see who I mean. I'd wait till it was black night before I gave up. I'd very much like to sit down, but I don't know quite how to go about it.
Could I be of any help?
You asked me, perhaps.
What?
You asked me to sit down?
Would that be a help?
I fancy so.
Here we go. Be seated, sir, I beg of you.
No, I wouldn't think of it.
Ask me again. Come, I beseech you, you'll catch your death.
You really think so?
Why, it's absolutely certain.
No doubt you're right. Done it again. Thank you. But you know, I must really be getting along if I'm to observe my schedule.
Time has stopped.
Don't you believe it, sir? Don't you believe it? Whatever you like, not that.
Everything seems black to him today.
Except the firmament. I see what it is. You're not from these parts. You don't know what our twilights can do to you. Shall I tell you? Well, I can't refuse you. Little attention, if you please. What's the matter with this whip? Worn out this whip. What was I saying?
Let's go.
But take the weight off, I implore you, you'll catch your death.
True. What is your name?
Adam.
Oh, yes, the knight. The pale quietest hour of the day, in these latitudes when the weather is fine, an hour ago, roughly, after having poured forth even since, say, 10 o'clock in the morning, tirelessly torrents of red and white light, it begins to lose its effulgence, to grow pale, ever a little paler, paler until finished. It comes to rest. But behind this veil of gentleness and peace, night is charging and will burst upon us, flop, like that. Just when we least expect it. That's how it is on this bitch of an earth.
So long as one knows.
One can bide one's time.
One knows what to
No
expect.
further need to worry.
Simply wait.
We're used to it.
How did you find me? Good, fair, middling, poor, positively bad?
Oh, very good. Very, very, very good.
And you, sir?
Oh, Trey bomb! Trey bomb!
Bless you, gentlemen, bless you. I have such need of encouragement. I faltered a little towards the end. You didn't notice?
Oh, perhaps only a teeny-weeny little bit.
I thought it was intentional.
You see, my memory is defective.
In the meantime, nothing happens.
You find it tedious.
Somewhat.
And you, sir?
I've been better entertained.
Gentlemen, you have been civil to me.
Not at all.
An idea.
Yes, yes, you have been correct, so that I ask myself, is there anything I can do in my turn for these honest fellows who are having such a dull time?
Even 10 francs would be a help.
We are not beggars.
Is there anything I can do to cheer them up? I've given them bones, I've talked to them about this and that. I have explained the twilight, admittedly, but is it enough? That's what tortures me. Is it enough?
Even 5. That's enough.
You think it's more than enough? Is it enough? No doubt, but I am liberal. It's my nature this evening. For I shall suffer. No doubt about that. Well, what do you prefer? Shall we have him dance or sing or recite or think maybe? Or who? You know to think, you too?
He thinks.
Oh, certainly, aloud. He even used to think very prettily once. I could listen to him for hours now. Well, would you like him to think something for us?
I'd rather he danced. It'd be more fun.
Ooh, not necessarily.
Wouldn't it, Didi? Be more fun?
I'd like well to hear him think.
Perhaps he could dance first and think afterwards, if that wouldn't be too much to ask of him.
Would that be possible?
Oh, by all means, nothing simpler. It is the natural order.
Then let him dance.
Do you hear, Hog?
He never refuses?
He refused once. Dance, misery!
Is that all?
Encore!
I could do just this one myself. With a little practice.
He used to dance the fando, the fling, the roll, the jig, the hornpipe, and the fandango. Capered for joy. Now that's the best he can do. Do you know what he calls it?
The scapegoat's agony?
The hard stool.
The net. He thinks he's entangled in a net.
There's something about it.
Whoa!
Tell us about the time you refused.
Oh, with pleasure, with pleasure. What have I done with my spray? Well, now isn't that... I've lost my pulverizer.
My left lung is very weak.
But my right lung is sound as a bell. Well, no matter, no matter. What was I saying? Well, now isn't that just... Help me.
Wait. Ah, he has it.
Well,
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
Rubbish.
are you sure?
Damn it, haven't you already told us?
Damn it, I've already told you.
Damn it, he's already told us.
Anyway, he's put them down.
So he has, and what of it?
Since he's put them down, it is impossible we should ask why he does not do so.
Oh, stoutly reasoned.
And why has he put them down?
Answer us that.
In order to dance.
True. can't think without his hat.
Give him his hat.
Me? After what he did to me? Never.
I'll give it to him.
Tell him to go and fetch it.
Oh, you must give it to him.
I'll give it to him.
Let's put it on his head.
Tell him to take it.
It's better to put it on his head.
I'll put it on his head.
What's he waiting for? Stand back! Think pig!
Stop! Forward! Stop! Think!
On the other hand,
Stop! Back! Turn. Back! Stop! Think!
given the existence as uttered forth in the public works of punchment of a personal god, with white beard, outside time without extension, who from the heights of divine Apavia, divine Athamia, divine Aphasia, loves us dearly with some exceptions, reasons unknown but time will tell. And suffers like the divine Miranda with those of reasons unknown but time will tell are plunged in torment, plunged in fire whose fire flames, and that continues and moving down at will, via the firmament, that is to say, last held heaven so blue, still and calm with calm, which even though intermittent is better than nothing. But not so fast, and considering what is more, that a result of labors left unfinished, crowned by the Academy of Anthropology, the best thing possible of testing computed is established beyond all doubt, all other doubt, that that which thinks that labors demand that a result of labors unfinished of testing computed is established as hereinafter. But not so fast, reasons unknown, that as a result of the public works of Punchwoman, it is established beyond all doubt that undue labors of art have left unfinished, reasons unknown of testing computed left unfinished, is established what many deny, that man in policy of testing computed, that man in Etsy, that man in Jolt, that man in breed, in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, wastes and pines, and concurrently simultaneously what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, riding, gliding, cabbage, skating, tennis, all kinds, dying, body sports, fall sports, autumn, summer, winter, tennis, all kinds, hockey, all sorts, penicillin, and succedaneia. In a word, I resume. Flying, gliding, golf, over 9 and 18 holes, tennis, all sorts, and word reasons unknown, in fact, important fact, and namely concurrently simultaneously what is more reasons unknown, but time will tell, fades away. I resume. Full and fountain. In a word, they did lost the head since the death of Bishop Berkeley, being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce head, approximately by and large more or less than a year's decimal good measure round, being a stock naked in the stocking feet, and Carrara! In a word, no matter what matter, the facts are there. Considering what is more, much more grave, that in the light of the labors also slightly impediment, it appears what is more, much more grave than the light. The light of the labors also slumbering impediment, and the plains of the mountains by the seas, by the rivers running water, running by, the air is the same, and the earth, namely the air and the earth, and the great cold, the great dark, the air and the earth, the bird of stones, and the great cold, alas, alas! Near my lord, 600 and something. The air, the earth, the sea, the earth, the bird of stones, and the great deep, the great cold on sea, on land, and in the air. I resume reasons unknown, in spite of the tense, the facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on, and short, and fine, on, a boat of stones, who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume the scum. Fading. And concurrently simultaneously what is more, reasons unknown, in spite of the tense, on, the beer, the flames, the tears, the stones, so few, so calm, alas, alas, on, and short, and fine, on, a boat of stones, who can doubt it? And then Scaramara, the skull, and Katamara, in spite of the tennis, the skull, alas, the stones, cured, so calm, unfinished!
It's hot! Avenged! Give me that!
There's an end to his precious thinking.
But will he be able to walk again?
Walk or crawl. Up, think!
Perhaps he's dead.
He'll kill him.
Up, scum! Help me!
How?
Raise him up! He's doing it on purpose! You must hold him! Come on, raise him up! The hell with him!
Come on, what's more?
What does he take us for?
Let's hold him. Don't let him go. Don't move. Hold him tight. Don't let him go. Now you can let him go. Forward. Back. Turn. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. And let me wish you. What have I done with that watch? Genuine half-hunter gentleman, the deadbeat escapement. My grandpa gave it to me.
this in your paw?
Wait. I hear nothing. Surely one should hear the tick-tick.
Silence.
I hear something.
Where?
It's the heart.
Damnation.
Silence.
Perhaps it has stopped.
Which of you smells so bad?
He has stinking breath and I have stinking feet.
I must go.
And you're half hunter?
I must have left it at the manor.
Then adieu.
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 Adieu. Adieu.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Not at all. Yes, yes. No, no.
Yes, yes.
No, no.
Yes, yes.
I don't seem to be able to depart.
Such is life.
You're going the wrong way.
I need a running stop. Stand back. On. Faster.
On.
Stool. Adieu.
Adieu. Adieu.
On.
Adieu. Adieu.
Faster.
Adieu.
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 That passed the time.
Would have passed in any case.
Yes, but not so rapidly.
What do we do now?
I don't know.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Ah!
How they've changed.
Who?
Those two.
That's the idea. Let's make a little conversation.
Haven't they?
What?
Changed.
Very likely they all change. Only we can't.
Likely. It's certain. Didn't you see them?
I suppose I did, but I didn't know them.
Yes, you do know them.
No, I don't know them.
We know them, I tell you. You forget everything. Plus, they're not the same.
Why didn't they recognize us then?
That means nothing. I too pretended not to recognize them, and then nobody ever recognizes us.
Forget it. What we need to... Ow! Ow!
Unless they're not the same.
Didi! It's the other foot!
Unless they're not the same.
Mister?
Off we go again.
Approach, my child.
Mr. Albert?
Yes.
What do you want?
Approach.
Approach when you're told, can't you?
What is it?
Mr.
Obviously, approach.
Will you approach? What kept you so late?
You have a message from Mr. Godot?
Yes, sir.
Well, what is it?
What kept you so late?
Let him alone.
You let me alone! Do you know what time it is?
It's not my fault, sir.
I know this isn't mine!
I was afraid, sir.
Afraid of what? Of us? Answer me!
I know what it is. He was afraid of the others.
How long have you been
A
here?
good while, sir.
You were afraid of the whip?
Yes, sir.
The wars?
Yes, sir.
Two big men?
Yes, sir.
Do you know them?
No, sir.
Are you a native of these parts? Do you belong to these
Yes,
parts?
sir.
That's all a pack of lies! Tell us the truth!
Yes, the truth,
Will
sir.
you let him alone? What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? I'm unhappy.
Not really. Since when?
I'd forgotten.
Extraordinary the tricks that memory plays. Well,
Mr.
haven't I
Godot?
seen you before?
I don't know,
You
sir.
don't recognize me?
No, sir.
It wasn't you who came yesterday?
No, sir.
This is your first time.
Yes, sir.
Words. Speak.
Mr. Godot told me to tell you he won't come this evening, but surely tomorrow.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
You work for Mr. Godot?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I mind the goat, sir.
Is he good to you?
Yes, sir.
He doesn't beat you?
No, sir, not me.
Whom does he beat?
Beats my brother, sir.
Ah. You have a brother.
Yes, sir.
And why doesn't he beat you?
I don't know, sir.
He must be fond of you.
I don't know, sir.
Does he give you enough to eat? Does he feed you well?
Fairly well, sir.
And you're not unhappy? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know if you're unhappy or not?
No, sir.
As bad as myself. Where do you sleep?
In the loft, sir.
In the hay?
Yes, sir.
With your brother?
Yes, sir.
All right. You may go.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot, sir?
Tell him you saw us. You did see us, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
for weariness.
Eh?
Of climbing heaven and gazing on the likes of us.
Your boots. What are you doing with your boots?
I'm leaving them there. Another will come just as me, but with smaller feet. They'll make him happy.
You're not going to go barefoot.
Christ did.
Christ. What does Christ got to do with it? You're not going to compare yourself to Christ.
All my life I've compared myself to him.
But where he lived, it was warm. It was dry.
Yes, and they crucified quick.
We've nothing more to do here.
Nor anywhere else.
Ah, Gogo, don't go on like that. Tomorrow everything will be much better.
How do you make that out?
You heard what the child said.
No.
He said Godot was sure to come tomorrow. What do you say to that?
Then all we have to do is wait on here.
Are you mad? We must take cover. Come on.
Pity we haven't got a bit of rope.
Come on, it's cold.
Remind me to bring a bit of rope tomorrow.
Yes, come on.
How long have we been together all the time now?
I don't know, 50 years maybe?
Remember the day I threw myself into the Rhone?
We were grape harvesting.
You fished me out.
That's all dead and buried.
My clothes dried in the sun.
There's no good harking back on that now. Come on.
Wait.
It's cold.
Wait! Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't have been better for us to part. Each one to himself. We weren't made for the same road.
It's not certain.
No. Nothing is certain.
We can still part if you think it would be better.
Not worthwhile now.
No. It's not worthwhile now.
Well, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go. A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread, then cooked up with a ladle and beat him till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running, and Dog the dog ate too. Then all the dogs came running, and Dog the dog ate too. And wrote upon the tombstone for the eyes of dogs to come. A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread, then cooked up with a ladle and beat him till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running, and Dog the dog ate too. And Dog the dog ate too.
Don't touch me!
You want me to go away? Gogo? Did they beat you? Gogo, where did you spend the night last night?
Don't touch me! Don't speak to me! Don't question me! Stay with me!
Did I ever leave you?
You let me go.
Look at me. Will you look at me?
Another day done with.
Not yet.
For me, it's over and done with no matter what happens. I heard you singing.
That's right, I remember.
That finished me. I said to myself, he's all alone, he thinks I'm gone forever, and he sings.
One is not master of one's moods. All day I felt in great form. I didn't get up in the night, not once.
You piss better when I'm not there.
I missed you. And at the same time, I was happy. Isn't that a queer thing?
Happy?
Perhaps it's not quite the right word.
And now?
And now, there you are again. There we are again. There I am.
You see, you feel worse when I'm with you. I feel better alone too.
Then why do you always come crawling back?
I don't know.
No, but I do. It's because you don't know how to defend yourself. I wouldn't have let them beat you.
You couldn't have stopped them.
Why not?
There was 10 of them.
No, I mean before they beat you. I would have stopped you from doing whatever it was you were doing.
I wasn't doing anything.
Then why did they beat you?
I don't know.
I know, Gogo. The truth is there are things that escape you that don't escape me. You must feel it yourself.
I tell you I wasn't doing anything.
Perhaps you weren't, but it's the way of doing it that counts. The way of doing it if you want to go on living.
I wasn't doing anything.
You must feel happy too, deep down, if you only knew it.
Happy about what?
To be back with me again.
Would you say so?
Say you are even if it's not true.
What am I to say?
Say that I am happy.
I am happy.
So am I.
So am I.
We are happy.
We are happy. What do we do now that we are happy?
Wait for Godot. Things have changed here since yesterday.
And if he doesn't come?
Well, we'll see when the time comes. I was saying, things have changed here since yesterday.
Everything oozes.
Look at the tree.
It's never the same pus from one second to the
The
next.
tree! Look at the tree!
Wasn't it there yesterday?
Yes, of course it was there. Don't you remember? We nearly hanged ourselves from it. But you wouldn't, don't you remember?
You dreamt it.
Is it possible you've forgotten already?
That's the way I am. Either I forget immediately or I never forget.
And Pozo and Lucky, have you forgotten them too?
Pozo and Lucky?
He's forgotten everything.
I remember a lunatic who kicked the shins off me. Then he played the fool.
That was Lucky.
I remember that, but when was it?
And his keeper, do you not remember him?
He gave me a bone.
That was Pozo.
And all that was yesterday.
Yes, of course it was yesterday.
And here where we are now.
Where else do you think? Don't you recognize the place?
Recognize? What is there to recognize? All my lousy life I've crawled about in the mud and you talk to me about scenery?
Calm yourself, calm yourself.
You and your landscapes, talk to me about the worms.
All the same, you can't tell me that this bears any resemblance to Ukiah, for example. You can't deny there's a big difference.
Ukiah? Who's talking to you about Ukiah?
But you were there yourself in Ukiah.
No, I was never in Ukiah. I puked my pupil like right here, I tell you, here in Ukiah.
But we were there together, picking grapes for a man called... can't think of the name of the man. At a place called... can't think of the name of the place. Don't you remember?
It's possible. I didn't notice anything.
But down there, everything is red.
I didn't notice anything, I tell you.
You're a hard man to get on with, Gogo.
It'd be better if we parted.
You always say that, and you always come crawling back.
The best thing would be to kill me, like the other.
What other?
What other? Like billions of others!
To every man his little cross, till he dies, and is forgotten.
In the meantime, let us try and converse calmly, since we are incapable of keeping silent.
You're right. We're inexhaustible.
It's so we won't think.
We have that excuse.
It's so we won't hear.
We have our reasons.
All the dead voices.
Make noise like leaves.
Like leaves.
Like sand.
Like leaves.
They all speak at once.
Each one to itself.
Rather they whisper.
They rustle.
They murmur.
They rustle.
What do they say?
They talk about their lives.
To have lived is not enough for them.
They have to talk
To
about
be
it.
dead is not enough for them.
It is not sufficient.
They make a noise like reeds.
Like leaves.
Like ashes.
Like leaves.
Say something.
I'm trying.
Say anything at all.
What do we do now?
Wait for Godot.
Ah!
This is awful.
Sing something.
No. We can start all over again, perhaps.
That should be easy.
It's the start that's difficult.
You can start from anything.
Yes, but you have to decide.
True.
Help me.
I'm trying.
When you seek, you hear.
You do.
That prevents you from finding.
It does?
That prevents you from thinking.
You think all the same?
No, impossible.
That's the idea. Let's contradict each other.
Impossible.
You think so?
We are in no danger of ever thinking anymore.
Then what are we complaining about?
Thinking is not the worst.
Perhaps not, but at least there's that.
That what?
That's the idea. Let's ask each other questions.
What do you mean? At least there's that.
That much less misery.
True.
Well, if we gave thanks for our mercies.
What is terrible is to have thoughts.
But did that ever happen to us?
Where are all these corpses from?
These skeletons.
Tell me that.
True.
We must have fought a little.
At the very beginning.
The charm of them. eyes.
You don't have to
You
look.
can't help looking.
True.
Try as one may.
I beg your pardon?
Try as one may.
We should turn resolutely towards nature.
You try that.
True.
Oh, it's not the worst, I know.
What?
Good thought.
Obviously.
But we could have done without it.
Que voulez-vous?
I beg your pardon?
Que voulez-vous?
Ah. Que voulez-vous? Exactly.
That wasn't such a bad little canter.
Yes, but now we'll have to think of something else. Let me see. Ah!
Well,
What was I saying? We could go from there.
what were you saying when?
At the very beginning.
At the very beginning of what?
This evening. I was saying.
I'm not a historian.
We embraced. We were happy. What do we do now? Now that we are happy. Go on waiting. Waiting. Wait. You think it's coming to me? Go on waiting. We are happy. Let me see. Ah! The tree.
The tree.
Don't you remember?
I'm tired.
Look at it.
I see nothing.
Yes, but yesterday evening it was all black and bare, and now it's covered with leaves.
Leaves.
In a single night.
It must be the spring.
But in a single night.
We weren't here yesterday. I tell you another of your nightmares.
And where were we yesterday evening, according to you?
I don't know. Another compartment. There's no lack of void.
Good. We weren't here yesterday evening. Now, what did we do yesterday evening?
Do?
Try and remember.
Do. I suppose we blathered.
About what?
Oh, this and that, I suppose. Nothing in particular. Ah, yes, now I remember. Yesterday evening we spent blathering about nothing in particular. That's been going on now for half a century.
You don't remember any fact, any circumstance.
Don't torment me, Didi.
The sun, the moon, you don't remember.
They must have been here as usual.
You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Alas.
And Pozo and Lucky?
Pozo?
The bones.
They were like fish bones.
It was Pozo who gave them to you.
I don't know.
And the kick?
That's right, someone gave me a kick.
It was Lucky who gave it to you.
And all that was yesterday.
Show your leg.
Which?
Pull up your trousers! Pull up your trousers! The other kick. There's the wound beginning to fester.
And what about it?
Where are your boots?
I must have thrown them away.
Where?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know why I don't know.
No, I mean, why did you throw them away?
Because they were hurting me.
There they are! At the very spot where you left them yesterday.
They're not mine.
Not yours.
Mine were black, these are brown.
You're sure yours were black?
Well, they were kind of gray.
And you see these are brown?
Well, they're kind of green.
Well, stop! Son of a...
All that
I
was
see what it is. Yes, I see what's happened.
All that
It's
was-
elementary. Someone came and took yours and left you his.
Why?
Because his were too tight for him, so we took yours.
But mine were too tight.
For you, not for him.
I'm tired. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
What do we do? What do we do?
Nothing to do.
But I can't go on like this.
Would you like a radish?
Is that all there is?
There are radishes and turnips.
Are there no carrots?
No. Anyway, you overdo it with your precious carrots.
I'll have a radish. It's black.
It's a radish.
I only like the pink ones. You
And
know
you
that.
don't want it?
I only like the pink ones.
Then give it back.
I'll go and get a carrot.
This is becoming really insignificant.
Not enough.
What about trying them?
I've tried everything.
No, I mean the boots.
Would that be a good thing?
It'd pass the time. I assure you, it'd be an application.
A relaxation.
A recreation.
A relaxation.
Try.
You'll help me?
I will, of course.
You don't manage too badly, eh, Didi, between the two of us?
Yes. Now, let's try the left one first.
We always manage to find something, eh, Didi, to give us the impression that we exist.
Yes, yes, we're magicians. Now let us persevere in what we have resolved before we forget. Give me your foot. The other hog. Higher. Down! Well,
It fits.
let's try and lace it.
No, no, no laces! No laces.
You'll be sorry. Let's try the other. Well,
It fits too.
they don't hurt you. Not yet, and you can keep them.
They're too big!
Perhaps you'll have socks someday.
True.
Then you'll keep them?
That's enough about these
Yes,
things.
but-
Enough! I suppose I might as well go and sit down.
That's where you were sitting yesterday evening.
If only I could sleep.
Yesterday you slept.
I'll try.
Wait! Bye, 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 bye.
Not so loud!
Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Doing nothing.
Yes.
Please yourself.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Ah! Can't you stay still?
I'm cold.
We came too soon.
It's always at nightfall.
The night doesn't fall.
It'll fall all of a sudden, like yesterday.
Then it'll be night.
And we can go.
Then it'll be day again. What do we do? What do we do?
Where? Stop your whining! I've had about my belly full of your lamentations.
I'm going.
Well,
Farewell.
look, he's hat. I've been here an hour and I never saw it. Bye.
You'll never see me again.
I knew it was the right place. Now all our troubles are over. Must have been a very fine hat. Here,
What?
hold that. How does it fit me?
How would I know?
No, I mean, how do I look in it?
Hideous.
Yes, but not more so than usual.
Neither more nor less.
And I can keep it. Mine irked me. What shall I say? It itched me.
I'm going.
Won't you play?
Play what?
Oh, we can play at Lucky Gogo.
Never heard of it.
You do Bozo, I'll do Lucky. Go on.
What am I to do?
Curse me.
Naughty.
Stronger.
Golden compass. Spiral key.
Tell me to think.
What?
Say think, pig.
Big pig.
I can't. Tell me to dance.
I'm going.
Say dance, pig. I can't. Gogo. Gogo, come back. Oh, there you are. In the class. We're working.
to back like in the good old days. Do you see anyone coming?
What?
Do you see anyone coming?
No.
Nor I.
You must have had a vision.
What?
You must have had a vision.
No need to shout! Do you? Oh,
Pardon.
carry on.
No, after you.
No, you first.
I interrupted you.
On the contrary.
Ceremonious ape.
Punctilious pig.
Finish your phrase, I tell you.
Finish your own.
Moron.
That's the idea. Let's abuse each other.
Moron.
Vermin.
Abortion.
Morphian.
Sewer rat.
Curate.
Cretin.
Critic. Now let's make up.
Gogo.
Didi.
Your hand.
Take it.
Come to my arms.
Your arms.
My thrust.
Off you.
How time flies when one has fun.
What do we do now?
While waiting,
While waiting,
we can do our exercises.
our movements,
Our elongation.
our relaxation,
Our elevation.
our relaxation.
Warm us up.
To calm us down.
Off we go.
Ew! Ew!
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Happy bunny.
Happy bunny. Happy bunny. Happy bunny.
Wicked, wicked.
Wicked, wicked.
Burn it.
Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it.
That's enough. I'm tired.
We're not in form. What about a little deep breathing?
I'm tired breathing.
You're right. What about the tree for the balance?
The tree?
Your turn.
Do you think God sees me?
You must close your eyes.
God have pity on me! On me! On me! Pity on me! What is it? Who is it?
Gogo.
Is it Godot?
At last! Reinforcements at last!
Is it Godot?
We were beginning to weaken, but now we're sure to see the evening out.
Do you hear him?
We're no longer alone, waiting for the night, waiting for Godot, waiting. All evening we have struggled unassisted. Now it's over. It's all ready tomorrow. Time flows again. The sun will set, the moon will rise, and we away from here. Poor Pozo.
I knew it was him.
Who?
Godot!
But it's not Godot.
It's not Godot?
It's not Godot.
Then who is it?
It's Pozo.
Here, help me up. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Ah!
Perhaps he's in his bone for you.
Phone?
Chicken, don't you remember?
It was him?
Yes.
Ask him.
Perhaps you should help him first.
To do what?
To get out.
He can't get up?
He wants to get out.
Then let him get up.
He can't.
Why not?
I don't know.
We should ask him for the bone first. Then if he refuses, we'll leave him there.
You mean we have him at our mercy?
Yes.
And that we should subordinate our good offices to certain conditions?
What?
That seems intelligent, all right. But there's one thing I'm afraid of.
What?
That Lucky might get going all of a sudden. Then we'd be screwed.
Lucky?
The one that went for you yesterday.
I tell you, there was 10 of them.
No, I mean before that. The one that gave you the kick.
Is he there?
As large as life. For the moment, he is inert. But he might run amok any minute. No. Perhaps if we follow him on his sleep. That seems a good idea, but could we do it? Is it possible? Is he really asleep? No. The best would be to take advantage of Pozo's calling for help. To help
We help him?
in anticipation of some tangible return.
And supposing...
Let us not waste our time in idle discourse. It is not every day that we are needed. Not indeed that we personally are needed. Others would meet the case equally well, if not better. To all mankind they were addressed. Those cries for help still ringing in our ears. But at this place, at this moment in time, all mankind is us, whether we like it or not. Let us do something before it is too late. Let us represent worthily for once the foul brood to which our cruel fate consigned us. What do you say? It is true that when with folded arms we weigh the pros and cons, we are no less a credit to our species. The tide the answer, yes! In this immense confusion, one thing alone is clear. We are waiting for Godot to go! Help! Or for night to fall. We have kept our appointment, and that's an end to that. We are not saints, but we have kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much?
Billions.
You think so?
I don't know.
You may be right. All I know is that the hours are long under these conditions, and constrain us to beguile them with proceedings which, how shall I say, which at first sight may seem reasonable, until they become a habit. You may say it is to prevent our reason from foundering, no doubt, but as it has not long been straying in the night without an end of the abyssal depths, that's what I sometimes wonder. You follow my reasoning?
We are all born mad. Some remain so.
Help! I'll pay you.
How much?
100 francs.
It's not enough.
I wouldn't go so far as that.
You think it's enough?
No, I mean so far so certain that I was reading ahead when I came into the world, but that is not quite.
200.
We wait. We are bored. No, don't protest. We are bored. There's no denying. Good. A diversion comes along. What do? We let it go to waste. Come, let's get to work. In an instant, all will vanish and we'll be alone once more in the midst of nothingness.
200.
We're coming.
What's the matter with you all? I'm going.
Take me with you. You'll kill me.
Where am I?
Gogo.
Help.
Help!
I'm going.
Don't leave me. Come get me. We'll go together.
You promise?
I swear it.
And we'll never return?
Never.
We'll go to the Pyrenees?
Wherever you like.
I always wanted to wander in the Pyrenees.
You'll wander in them.
Who farted?
Here, Billy.
It's revolting.
Quick, give me your hands.
I'm going. I'm going.
Well, I suppose in the end I'll get up by myself. In the fullness of time.
What's the matter with you?
Go to hell.
Are you staying there?
For the time being.
Come on, get up. You'll catch a chill.
Don't worry about me.
Come on, Didi. Don't be pig-headed.
Oh. We've arrived.
Who are you?
We're men.
Sweet Mother Earth.
Can you get up?
I don't know.
Try.
Not now.
What happened?
Will you stop, you pest? He can think of nothing but himself.
What about a little snooze?
Did you hear him? He wants to know what happened.
Don't mind him sleep.
What is it?
It's this bastard Pozo at it again.
Make him stop it. Kick him in the crotch.
Will you stop it? He's off. He's down.
What should we do now?
Perhaps I could crawl to him. Don't leave me. Or I could call to him.
Yes, call to him.
Pozo. No reply.
Together.
Pozo.
Pozo.
He moved.
Are you sure his name is Pozo?
Mr. Pozo, come back. We won't harm you.
We might try him with other names.
I'm afraid he's dying.
It'd be amusing.
Might be amusing.
To try him with other names. It would pass the time and we'd be bound to hit on the right one sooner or later.
I tell you, his name is Pozo.
We'll soon see. Abel! Abel! Got it,
I think
one!
it's very of his motif.
Perhaps the other is called Cain. Cain! Cain! You saw humanity. Look at the little cloud.
Where?
There, in the zenith.
Well, that is what's so wonderful about it.
Let's pass on now to something else. Do you mind?
I was just going to suggest it.
But to what?
Ah.
Suppose we got up to begin with.
No, I'm trying.
Child's play.
Simple question of willpower.
And now? Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Ah! What do we do? What do we do?
What about helping him?
What does he want?
He wants to get up.
Then let him get up.
He wants us to help him get up.
Then why don't we? What are we waiting for?
We must hold him. Feeling better.
Who are you?
Don't you recognize us?
I'm blind.
Perhaps he can see into the future.
Since when?
I used to have wonderful sight. Are you friends?
He wants to know if we are friends.
No, he needs friends of his.
Well? Depends on what time of year it is.
Is it evening?
It's rising.
Impossible.
Perhaps it's the dawn.
Don't be a fool. It's the west over there.
How do you know?
Is it evening?
Anyway, it hasn't moved.
I tell you it's rising.
No,
Why don't you answer me?
Give us a chance.
it's evening, sir. It's evening. Night is drawing nigh. My friend here would have me doubt it, and I must confess he shook me for a moment, but it is not for nothing that I have lived through this long day, and I can assure you it is very near the end of its repertory. How do you feel now?
How much longer are we to cart him around? We are not carioted.
You were saying your sight used to be good, if I heard you right.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sight.
Expand, expand.
Let him alone. Can't you see he's thinking of days when he was happy? Memoria praeteritorum bonorum. That must be unpleasant.
We wouldn't know.
And it came on you all of a sudden.
Quite wonderful.
I'm asking you if it came on you all of a sudden.
I woke up one fine day, as blind as fortune. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not still asleep.
When was that?
I don't know.
No sooner than yesterday?
Don't question me. The blind have no notion of time. Things of time are hidden from them too.
Fancy that. I could have sworn it was just the opposite.
I'm going.
Where are we?
I couldn't tell you.
Isn't by any chance the place known as the Board?
Never heard of it.
What's it like?
It's indescribable. It's like nothing. There's nothing. There's a tree.
And it's not the Board.
Some diversion.
Where's my menial?
He's about somewhere.
Why doesn't he answer when I call?
I don't know. He seems to be sleeping. Perhaps he's dead.
What happened exactly?
Exactly.
The two of you slipped and fell.
Go and see. Is he hurt?
We can't leave you.
You need not both go.
You go.
After what he did to me? Never.
Yes, yes, let your friend go. He stinks so. What's he waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for Godot.
What exactly should he do?
And to begin with, he should press on the stimulator as hard as he likes, so long as he doesn't fry his brain. Usually responds to that. If not, he should give him a taste of his boot in the face and try it as far as possible.
You see? You've nothing to be afraid of. It's even an opportunity to revenge yourself.
And if he defends himself?
No, he never defends himself.
I'll come flying to the rescue.
Don't take your eyes off me.
Make sure he's dead before you start. No point in exerting yourself if he's... Make sure he's alive before you start. No point in exerting yourself if he's dead.
He's breathing.
Then let him have it.
Ow! Brute! What's going wrong now?
My friend has hurt himself.
Lucky.
So it is he.
What?
So it is Lucky.
I don't understand.
And you are Pozo.
Certainly I'm Gogo.
The same as yesterday.
Yesterday.
We met yesterday, don't you remember?
I don't remember having met anyone yesterday, but tomorrow I won't remember having met anyone today, so don't count on me to enlighten you.
But
Enough! Up, please.
you were bringing him to the fair to sell him. You spoke to us. He danced. He thought. You had your sight.
As you please. Let me go. Up!
Where do you go from here?
Whip. Stimulator.
What's in the bag?
Sand. Up!
Don't go yet.
I'm going.
What do you do when you fall far from help?
We wait till we can get up, then we go on.
Before you go, tell him to sing.
Who?
Lucky.
To sing.
Yes, or to think, or to recite, or
But he's dumb.
dumb.
Dumb. Can't even groan.
Dumb? Since when?
Have you not done tormenting me with your accursed time? It's abominable! When, one day, is that not enough for you? One day he went dumb, one day I went blind, one day we'll go deaf. The same day, the same second. One day we were born and one day we shall die. Is that not enough for you? You give birth astride of the grave. The light gleams an instant, and it's night once more. On!
he saw us.
You dreamt it. Let's go. We can't. Ah! You sure it wasn't him?
Who?
Godot.
But who?
Pozo.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I suppose I might as well get up. Ow! Ow!
I don't know what to think anymore.
Didi, my feet! Help me!
Was I sleeping while the others suffered? Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow when I wake or think I do, what shall I say of today? That with Estragon, my friend, at this place, until the fall of night, I waited for Godot? That Pozo passed and that he spoke to us? Probably. But in all that, what truth is there? He'll know nothing. He'll tell me about the blows he received and I'll offer a carrot. Astride of a grave and a difficult birth. Down in the hole, lingering, the grave digger puts on the forceps. We have time to grow old. The air is full of our cries. But habit is a great deadener. At me too, someone is looking. Of me too, someone is saying, he's sleeping, he knows nothing, let him sleep on. I can't go on. You have a message from Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
He won't come this evening.
No, sir.
But he'll come tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Without fail.
Yes, sir.
Did you meet anyone?
No, sir.
2 other men?
I didn't see anyone, sir.
How's your brother?
He's sick, sir.
Perhaps it was he who came yesterday.
I don't know, sir.
What does he do, Mr. Godot? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well,
He does nothing, sir.
does he have a beard, Mr. Godot?
Yes, sir.
Is it fair or black?
I think it's white, sir.
Christ have mercy on us.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot, sir?
Tell him that you saw us and that you saw us. You're sure you saw us? You won't come tomorrow. Tell us that you never saw us.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'm going.
So am I.
Was I long asleep?
I don't know.
Where shall we go?
Not far.
Oh, yes, let's go far away from here.
We can't.
Why not?
We have to come back tomorrow.
Oh, he didn't come?
No.
And now it's too late?
Yes, now it's time.
And if we dropped him? We dropped him.
He'd punish us. Everything's dead but the tree.
What is it?
I don't know. It's the tree.
Yes, but what kind?
I don't know. A willow?
We can hang ourselves.
With what?
You haven't got a bit of rope?
No.
Then we can't.
Let's go.
Wait, there's my belt.
It's too short.
You can hang on to my legs.
And who'd hang on to mine?
True.
Show us. Do it a pinch. But is it strong enough?
We'll soon see.
Oh, no. It's not worth the curse.
You say we have to come back tomorrow?
Yes.
Then we can bring a good bit of rope.
Yes.
Didi,
Yes.
it can't go on like this.
That's what you think.
If we parted, that might be better for us.
We'll hang ourselves tomorrow, unless Godot comes.
And if he comes,
We'll be safe.
well, shall we go?
Pull on your trousers.
What?
Pull on your trousers.
You want me to pull up my trousers?
Pull on your trousers.
True.
Well, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go.
This is
Yeah,
your
nice.
sign here.
A stage.
It's the dressing room.
Dressing room is nice.
Okay.
Dressing
I'll
room.
bring the others in. I'll be back.
The existentialism of it played up too much, and I've heard about like 4-hour productions and things like that, and I thought it could be really funny, so I wanted to make a funny version of Waiting for Godot.
Okay, so it's the first time you're directing a play.
I directed before a really small thing over the summer,
Mhm.
but this is my first big project.
And so Samuel Beckett is someone you always admire, and
Well, I've read this before, and
yeah.
I read some of his other stuff, and I thought it was really great. I thought it had the potential to be a really funny and interesting and engaging piece.
how did you choose the actress?
Well, there were general auditions, and people came in and tried out, and I tried to fit people in to which part I thought they would work in by look and by how they sounded and how they acted
Mhm.
and things like that.
So how long did it take to be on stage?
To rehearse.
Like tonight to see the show, it was how long did it take for the actress to learn everything and to be?
Gosh, we started in late September, going through and reading what was going on and trying to figure out what was going on in the text, and then blocking took a week and a half, and then after that we'd run it and work on parts that weren't working, and then run it some more and get in costume and everything. And by the time we got everything together, it probably had taken about 6 weeks.
So what about God?
About God?
Yes, God.
Do you think he's gonna
show up one day?
Hello.
Maybe. For us, I didn't want to make him God because I thought that would give it. I don't know. I just thought it would give it kind of a very removed quality. You're waiting for God to show up. God couldn't ever physically show up. He's God. He doesn't show up. So it's more. Godot's more a euphemism for the time when they can escape, when they can get out of the room and stop coming back every night and playing the game.
Okay. Could you introduce your the crew?
Cast? Yeah, the boys already left,
All right.
but this is Jennifer Denoya. She played Pozo. Passably. That's Natalie Tucker. She was Vladimir, also known as Didi. Next to her is Ashley Hagseth. She played Estragon, or Gogo. And next to her is Mikey Newman. He played Lucky.
Okay. So for the ones who doesn't know anything about Beckett, could you tell us stories about like the hats, how important could be a hat, and whatever is going on during the play, like a few tricks going on, like I don't know, the leaves, the timing, the weights.
Well, my character pretty much went objective to objective, like I wanted food, or I wanted to go to sleep, or I wanted to play with hats, or just wanted to stay entertained. So whatever was put in front of me was what I focused on, or what the character focused on, I guess, and played with, and that was what kept me entertained for this time that I'm in this supposed room stuck.
For me, the main significance stemmed from
Okay, we did it again.
the meaning for me came from what people do, the ways they contrive, the means of which they entertain themselves. And for Vladimir, it was meaning, and for Gogo, it was diversion, and that was the main thing I focused on, as far as the relationship between us two.
So what about those two relationships? Lucky and...
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, obviously I'm a bit of a cruel, mean person, and it's I'm speechless. No, I'll let Lucky speak. He never gets to speak during the whole
Okay,
play.
yeah, that's true.
Oh,
You speak only once during the play. Actually, it's pretty intense and quite nice.
It's nerve-wracking at times.
So it was your entire life, you said,
What would you say?
when you talked so fast? What did you say exactly?
Oh,
You talked about the entire play, or what you've been doing since in silence or whatever. In your mind?
It really doesn't make any sense what I'm saying, but the odd thing is that the more I worked on it, the more I think this is sort of just something that I guess I instinctively did because I needed something to act from, as opposed to just spewing out a whole bunch of gibberish. I started to put connections between different phrases and actually try to make a structure to the monologue, and it was really kind of unintentional, but well, yeah, it was really just kind of confusing at first, but then I just kind of gave it the idea that I was a computer that was broken, and I took all a whole bunch of different papers on different topics and smushed them all together in one document and then spewed it all out, and so I sort of saw myself as a broken computer, and that gave me what I needed.
Well,
He did the sets and the costumes.
okay. Well, you want to come over and be on that side so we can see, whatever you used tonight. Is that the costumes, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you decide to choose those costumes, and how do you generate deal? Do you get into the, into the past, in the 40s, right? It was 53, right? You played 1953.
1953, yeah.
Yeah. The first time in Paris, Théâtre de Babylone, right?
All of the research that I'd done was that Godot was done at a specific time period. And I think that because it's existential, and it's all about waiting, and all we do is wait and screw around for God or something to happen or come, that it didn't need to be time specific, and it was more interesting to pull things from different time periods, like one coat or a swimsuit or some of the different robes and things like that. Her costume, Jennifer, as Pozo, and Lucky were a little more time ambiguous. I wanted her just to look perverse and strange, or like she definitely came from someplace other than the other characters. And I think that worked. A little more sinister.
So how many plays did you do? Since you've been working in it.
Oh, how many other costumes have I done
Yeah.
for other people?
Yeah.
No, this is the first show.
First time. Well, congratulations. Pretty nice costumes. So you want to talk about Beckett, because actually it's pretty interesting to know, what he was translated over 20 languages, more than Sartre, and he wasn't so dark. So I mean, it was he was playing with the absurd and the.
Well, I think he translated himself into English. So I feel like you're getting Beckett's words still in English. Some of the stuff didn't work in French. We changed Making Country and Caking Country and gave them two names local to the state, Yukai and Yukaipa, which I think kind of has the same effect, the play on Making, Caking, Yukai, Yukaipa. So we did toy with the text just a little bit. Some of the language was a little too formal for my taste. So I changed it, more contractions, taking out some of the very formal sentence constructions, don't let's, things like that. Don't let's quibble about that now. And things like that. I think just as far as the play goes, it's amazing. It's very well broken up. When you read the play itself is already broken up into the individual beats, and you can see the individual games going on and manipulation of people. And so that really came out to me, especially once we'd really started rehearsing. It came out a lot. Just that it was full. These people weren't just saying existential talk. It was all very real and full. And a real conversation. And that really excited me. And I think it shows up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time. And,
Thank you.
And well, congratulations for everything. And I hope to see you maybe in San Francisco, right?
Maybe.
Do you have any plans? No.
Because well, Sunday I start rehearsing.
I heard in 1946 the play was over Saint Quentin in
1972.
or 72. Yeah.
Sometime, or it might have been 1986.
Over
In San Quentin, they did it. Yeah, at the prison.
It was a big success too.
Yeah, very popular show. I think actually, is that the show they have some of the costumes from? Oh,
They have a couple costumes in the shop still from that show.
yeah.
Berkeley Red?
At here on campus, they have a couple of the costumes from that. So we looked at them, but they wouldn't have fit. So
Sorry.
You
I'm
try.
not the big hulking inmates.
yeah, well, you know.
One thing that made me very happy was that so many people had such a great time watching the play, and it's often known as like a very boring play. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, I was really happy just last night. There was such a great response from the audience, and that to have fun and to have a good time.
It's the most action-packed play I've ever seen it been in. and it's, I think, appropriate, even though this is famous for being a non-action play.
Yeah, I told one of my friends to come down and see it. She asked what it was. I said it was Waiting for Godot. She goes, oh, I hate it. I'll come anyway. Well, no, really, it won't be anything like you've seen before. And it wasn't.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
See? Ciao.